Testing, testing. Alright, hello. We should be live. Sorry if you were sitting in the chat or anything. We're just testing out the game to make sure it works. This is Darkfall, the Journal, a really old point-and-click horror adventure game. Point-and-click horror adventure games became like my crack in the early 2000s. I have a pretty decent collection of them, and I still love buying new ones, even though a lot of people hate the point-and-click genre. It's one of my favorite things. So if you've never seen this game, or you've never seen a point-and-click, feel free, to check it out, ask any questions that you may have. I'm going to get started in just a second here. If there's any issues with volume or video or anything like that, just holler at me and we will figure that out. I chose to stream Darkfall this evening because there is a big ol' thunderstorm going on outside, so it seemed appropriate to play some point-and-click horror. Hopefully it won't interfere with internet or power or anything like that. We should be alright. We're usually alright during weather like this, so... Alright, Twitter update has been sent. Should have sent. Yes, it did send out the link. Okay, good. Never know if it's doing what it's supposed to. So, and chat's working too. Excellent. Thank you, Zost, for moderating and doing all my tech stuff for me, because I suck at it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a hint, give you a little tip. If you ever play one of these point-and-click adventure games, one of the things that I highly suggest you do is keep something with you so that you can take notes. And the reason is because a lot of the old games like this, they don't make note of important information. Like a more current game, a more modern game, usually they have some kind of journal or some kind of quest log, or you can pick up an item and carry it with you, something that kind of stores all that stuff for you. This game, no such thing. And there's a huge collection of information you need to actually finish this game. I finished it, once long ago. I'm starting over at the beginning here. I actually played a little bit of the beginning a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to start over for you guys. I'd like to not do partial games on the stream, if at all possible. You know, have a full playthrough for each game that I do. So yeah, if you ever go back and play one of these games, and this one is available on Steam, I think. There's 3 of them total. I have the first 2. I don't have the third, and I've never played the second or the third, so I would love to get the third one at some point. It's on my Steam wish list, but I'm going to wait for a sale. It's like $13, and that's way too much. These games are usually pretty short. So we're going to see how far we get, see how much I remember. These games are kind of notorious for being like weirdly difficult in an odd way, and we'll talk more about that as we progress. So, I think that's everything before we get started. I'm ready with my nerdy little notebook here. As you will notice, this game has literally no options, so unfortunately there's no subtitles, there's nothing. One of the drawbacks. You know, 2003, what can I say? So, we're gonna start a new game, and I'm gonna shut up because there is an opening, like, cutscene. So, here we go.
Message 1.
If you're there, pick up. It's me, your brother. I was hoping you were going to be in. I needed you to be in. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you only have phones when there's something wrong. Or something is wrong. Very wrong. I'm still in Dorset. I'm not the only one here. There's 2 students from Weymouth University. Polly and Nigel. Ghost hunters, would you believe? Well, I didn't believe. I do now. I need you to leave now. I need you to come here. I would go to the police, but... well, they'd laugh in my face. Ghost hunters. I think whatever they were hunting's found them. I think it's found me too. Please help. You're always good with things like this. If you leave now, you can catch the late train from Paddington to Weymouth. From Weymouth, get a cab. Come to Dowerton Station. It's abandoned. I'll be waiting. I really need your help on this. Is really beginning to freak me out. I tried to find Polly or Nigel earlier and I couldn't find them anywhere. They wouldn't just leave. This all started a few days ago. It was when... I can hear it. I can hear it. It's right outside the door. Whispering. It's whispering my name. It knows my name. To open the door. I've got to open the door.
Oh good, you're awake. We're in the tunnel, the train tunnel, just in case you were wondering where we are. Why don't you have a look around? But don't go too far. Not just yet. I have a lot to tell you.
Spooky. Yeah. So, it's a little dorky, what can I say? You know, but they're fun. So, you know, just hang on for the ride. You know, it's interesting. So, hang on.
Nah, you can't see me. You'll find out why later. But for now, I can see you, which is all that matters. Nah, you can't see me. You'll find out why later. But for now, I can see you, which is all that matters. No, not that way. That tunnel goes for half a mile, you know. We don't have time. Go the other way.
Yeah, these games are all about exploration, you know, finding stuff. They're not very active in terms of, say, you know, there's not going to be tons of fighting or anything like that. It's pretty much kind of a detective-ish sort of style game.
You're from London, ain't ya? We came from London a couple of years ago in 41. Doctor said we had to. Air was bad for me and me dad. Breathing problems or something. Hey, let's keep moving, shall we? I can see the others too, so maybe I can help you. I think the others are hoping you'll be able to help them. One of them knows you. Your brother, ain't it? He's the new one, only just arrived. He feels a bit confused. I was like that at first, but you get used to it. I'm Tim, by the way, Timothy Pike. I normally play here, or on the footbridge. I like to watch the trains. But there ain't no trains. Not now. But listen, don't tell me Dad that I'm in here. It'd kill me, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's get you out of this tunnel. You'll catch your death.
Okay, so this newspaper article talks about the hotel we're at right now, the Dowerton Hotel. 6 people vanished from the hotel in 1947. The owner, no one knows what happened to him. You know, they think maybe he did something to them, that he was a little weird, whatever, like that. These games rely heavily on reading documents and things like that, so to try to make it a little more interactive, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and read it to you word for word probably, but, you know, try to summarize things. That's a really terrible picture to put in a newspaper article, by the way. Like, what? No. Okay. And we can't read that one. Alright, let's get out of here, shall we? I don't think there's anything else to find in here.
See? We're near the station now. It won't always like this. It's bright and busy and full of people. I think they must have shut it down. Don't remember why. I don't remember much at all, not even the way home. But perhaps you can help me with that.
Most point-and-click games I played were horror. I think the genre lends itself to horror. I'm not really sure why. Maybe just because of the whole mystery. Like, there's a lot of Sherlock Holmes games like this. The Nancy Drew games are like this.
Climb up on the platform. It's you right now. Go on.
Alright, so here we are. No reason to go back in there. And we've got a whole hotel to explore. So yeah, we're gonna go this way because we have to turn on the power.
That's it. That's where you can get started. Open the door. There's a switch in front of you. Pull it. It's time this place had a bit more light, don't you think? It's time. When you've finished in here, I'll be outside.
Alright, we have successfully turned the power on, and thank goodness it wasn't some crazy ass puzzle. Point and click horror, or any point and click game, usually notorious for really like convoluted puzzles. This one not so much, which I think is one of the reasons I liked it so much back in the day, is that, I mean, it's kind of simple, kind of straightforward, but still fun. You know, there's still stuff to figure out, but it's not quite as like ridiculously complicated as some of them are. I'll be playing more of these on the channel, so we'll encounter many weird things throughout.
I can still help you if you get stuck. You can find me on the wooden footbridge. I play there a lot. It's sort of, well, safe. 'Cause it's secret, you see. It don't know I'm here, talking to you. But it will soon, so I'd better go. Remember? I'll be on the footbridge. I'll leave you a note. Bye for now.
Okay, so let's start exploring. Old, abandoned. Okay. Ah, bathrooms. Fabulous places in horror games. The key to these games usually is just, I mean, like, make sure that you mouse over everything, you know, to see if there's anything that you can zoom in on, anything you can pick up, anything you can look at more closely, you know, just be thorough. I don't think we have to pee right now. Maybe not ever. Okay. Nothing in here. People writing existential graffiti on the bathroom walls. Now, here we go. See, stuff like this. Now, this is an example of something that you need for later for a puzzle. And, I mean, it's right there, but the game does not make a note of it. It doesn't, you know, tell you, like, hey, this is important. So, I'm glad you guys can't see me draw, because I'm literally terrible at it. But always good to note stuff down in these games that could end up being important. Because otherwise, later, we'd have to go back and, like, search for all this stuff. And that kind of sucks. Especially because, like, I know this is important because I've played this game before. But if you don't know, and you get, like, 3/4 of the way through the game, and it's like, you need all this, and you're like, really? I hate you. So, there we go. Note made. I used to be big on, like, making walkthroughs for these types of games. It was fun. Okay, we're gonna save it after we find something important. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you save in this game because, I mean, if I remember correctly, and this is the case in most point-and-click adventures, you can't die. Like, unless there's, like, a pre-scripted, like, death scene or something where maybe I've encountered ones before where, like, you had to do something, like, really quick to get out of dying, but, in most of these games, it's not really possible to die. Alright. Well, let's go in here. Cell phone. Old school phone. That phone probably only has Snake on it. Bummer. Cracked. No good to us. Can't use it. A lot of these games do this too, like you can zoom in on stuff that's not technically important, like, you know, these are just old pictures and stuff from the, you know, train station and everything. This is the mother lode. Here we go. They don't really tell you this. Obviously, you can kind of get it from the first cutscene, but you're this guy's brother, and you're here looking for him, basically. They don't really... These games really don't rely a whole lot on the, you know, protagonist. There's another one by the same people that the protagonist has a more prominent role, but let's start by looking at this stuff. This is another thing that these things like to do. You know, they have all these notes and stuff in them, and they're written in literally terrible handwriting. This one actually I can read fairly easily. They're talking about the artist impression of the site. They're basically like a company is buying this place and tearing it down and kind of rebuilding the hotel and everything. At least that's their plan. I think there's a picture of it. Yeah, this is it. So this is what they're planning to do to it. I mean, it's in the daylight, so it's kind of hard for us to tell what it looks like. But lots of ivy on the walls. You know, decentish looking sort of place. So yeah, they said the artist impression of the site is great. Tone down the ivy a bit. The foyer should be more visible because it will be the main entrance. Showing the portfolio to Jonathan Crabtree on Wednesday, who I'm assuming is a descendant of George Crabtree, the guy they talked about in that newspaper article we found. He says he'll need it emailed to him before then. Apart from that, everything's going well, especially the survey. They thought of a name for the club. Cars, K-A-R-S. What do you think? And, oh, a PDA. Do any of you know what a PDA even is? Ha ha! Power! Woohoo! We have no appointments this evening. Next appointment is on, now are these dates inverted? There's no snow or anything out there, and we are supposed to be in Britain, so I'm going to assume that it's May 1st, not January 5th. So, could these buttons do anything? No. Okay, so let's take a look. No business addresses. Yeah, the PDA in this game is a little sassy. Map, so this is where we are. Train station not used, so we're probably like, we're like right here. It's the hotel. So the manor is over there. Nothing super exciting. Here we go, jackpot, PDA diary. Yeah, it's gotta be May 1st. So on April 17th, arrived in Dowerton, thought it looked good. Thinks the Crabtrees are weird. Going to start the survey the next day. April 19th. Impressed because the structure is intact. Talking about architectural salvage, people who would pay a lot for like 40s memorabilia. Talking about getting set up right here in the waiting room as the base. I know this seems tedious. It's important to read this stuff in these games because this is like the bulk of everything. Like this is where the story comes from. This is where a lot of the information that you're going to need that's going to help you comes from. 420! Okay, so, sorry. It's a terrible joke to make. April 20th. 2 students in the hotel studying paranormal activity, looking for ghosts. Polly and Nigel, they have some serious hardware with them, including their own power source. That's the one we're on. April 22nd, started surveying the old train platforms. Still solid. They're going to build a conservatory over the up platform and use it as like a restaurant. Heard someone in the tunnel who sounded like a kid. Bet we can guess who that was. Told him to get out. Talking about how Polly and Nigel work through the night, which kind of makes sense if you're a ghost hunter. Night, usually your thing, right? Proofs have arrived. Talking about how Jonathan Crabtree is kind of annoying. April 24th, heard the kid in the tunnel again. Theodolite is acting up. I don't know what a theodolite is. Surveying the down platform, and the VDU went mad with some sort of interference, so it's some kind of technological or like electronic device. Couldn't place the source. Settings were 271 times 632. That seems significant, eh? 271 times 632. I'm sure we can find the theodolite and punch those settings in, see what we think. Thinking about having someone down here to take a look at it. Got to work on branding. Needed a name for the club. Name Cars popped into his head ever since the theodolite acted up. Except that that's a typo. Packed up. So that could be significant too. We better write that down. Cars. Question mark. I don't know why all ghost stuff happens at night. I mean, the easy answer to that question is that, you know, it's scarier when that stuff happens at night. Some people would say, I'm sure, that it's the whole witching hour thing. They say that, like, at midnight is when, like, the veil between the worlds is thinnest, so that's a lot of why you would see ghosts at that time. I was pretty fascinated with paranormal stuff when I was a kid, and I still am, even though I don't really actually believe in any of it, but I think it's super fun to, you know, watch ghost story movies and read ghost books and everything like that. I mean, I don't think there's any reason ghosts can't appear in daytime, but I don't know, I'm not an expert, so. And games and movies and stuff, it's all atmosphere, you know. They just want it to be scarier, so nighttime. So April 25th, had pizza and beer with Polly and Nigel. They showed off some of their findings, which includes remote cameras placed all over the hotel so they can view live feed from the site. He thinks it's not very impressive. They just have lots of blurry images of shadows. And he decided to get back to work. April 27th, someone's been looking through his things, put his papers all over the floor. It wasn't Polly and Nigel. He asked them, but he knew it wasn't them anyway. He thinks it might have been the kid from the tunnel. So he decides to sit in the room all night, see if he comes back, but there wasn't anybody there. Even though he said he was sure he heard someone whistling on the platform, but it definitely wasn't the kid. He'd like to be done so that he can get out of here, because it's freaking him out. It's always the first step in a ghost story. Last entry, April 29th. So, is it April 30th then? Can't get back to the opening message apparently. Well, we'll check it out again in a second. Because it said he had an appointment on May 1st. So is it May 1st yet? Because it doesn't look like anyone's come looking for him. I mean, not that the date necessarily matters. I don't know if it does or not. So April 29th, last night shift, heard the whistler again. Called Polly and Nigel, asked if they wanted to come down, and of course as soon as they did, it stopped. Thinking about maybe getting someone else, to come down and help him. Doesn't want to admit that he's scared. Thinking about calling a friend, and then obviously this is a reference to us. I know who I'll call. Perfect. They always loved a puzzle. Thanks for calling me, bro. Now I'm in this fucking haunted hotel. Family. So yeah, so that must have been the night he called. If it was his last night shift, he must have called on April 29th. Email. Anything interesting? This one's about the blueprints. Saying, I know you're not happy with them. Can you please send us more information? It's hard to do a mock-up of something you haven't actually seen. Even partially finished would be a help. The person who drew the mock-ups imagined the hotel to the side of the platform, but it's actually over the tracks. Which they say isn't a great idea. It must have been very noisy and dirty. But, you know, that's alright. Let's take a look. His subscription to Doctor Who Monthly is about to expire. Oh no. Not important. And, huh? Oh, this one is from us. Hey, older brother, what's up? It's way past April Fool's Day. What's your message all about? When was this? Yeah, 4/29. Really? You didn't call him? Maybe we tried and he didn't answer. You sound like you've lost your mind. There's no such thing as ghosts. You've been in the country too long. Give me a call as soon as you get this. Yeah, your mobile is dead. I've called the office. Nobody else can get you. I'm really worried. You're probably fine. I'm gonna come check on you. Me. Really? Signed me in capital letters. Alright. So, well, we're here now. No peripheral devices detected. Maybe you do not have any. Work harder, and you may be able to afford some. I don't want any of your shit, PDA. Let's take a look at this opening. Your next appointment is on Wednesday. So yeah, this must be the 30th. Alright, so... Yikes. That doesn't tell us much as of yet. Yes, please replace it. I don't need 18,000 Darkfall save files on my computer. What's this? Oh, platform tickets. Ooh, we got some tokens. Ooh. Can we get more? Nope. Okay. Let's not go upstairs yet. Try to explore each floor fully before we move on. I used to draw maps when I played these games of the different screens so that I'd know where I'd been and stuff like that. Old train tickets. Nothing super exciting there. Looks like the map of the railway. Where are we? I don't know. I don't see us on the map. Probably one of these smaller ones. Either way, it's a lot of railway stops. Oop, there's a letter. Oh, this one's not too bad. Looks like it was typed. Okay. They're closing the station, asking people to leave, giving some of them new positions. This guy, whoever he is, or she is, I guess, says that they've been here for 30 years. All the other people have been sacked. How are they going to live? They have families. Says they blame the newspapers for being monsters. Talking about the disappearances. Doesn't matter what anyone says, just like that poor child, no one's coming back, he was never found. Says they'll take the new position, but things will never be the same again. It's the end of an era for the village. And they're talking about apparently plans to burn it to the ground. That they sealed it so that nobody can get in. Obviously that worked out well, and nobody burned it to the ground, so maybe that was just speculation. Alright, so now we know why the place is weirdly abandoned, I guess. Okay. This station will be closing on Easter Sunday. decided that the stop was not financially viable. Customer satisfaction never recovered after the events that happened in the station hotel, especially because of the unhealthy interest of the press. We hope that most of you will be employed at other regional stations. Happy Easter. You're fired. Dun dun dun. Okay. Ooh, and we could read all these little notes. How have these survived? It's supposed to be 2003. I mean, you think they'd be crumbly or something by now. Reward of £4 offered for information regarding vandalism of property at the Dowerton station, which was broken into. Ah. Okay. Police have requested help from staff to aid in the search of both tunnels, hoping to find some sign or clues regarding the disappearance of local child Timothy Pike, 11. Left the village and may have wandered into the tunnel by mistake. Well, he's definitely in the tunnel. I don't think it really matters if we find him now. Poor kid. Head office is becoming tight regarding financial matters. Don't spread any rumors. Sign the petition to get the old bunker re-roofed. Tiles are leaking. Fairly boring occurrence. Request money from the head office for repairs to the footbridge. Needs a structural survey, and they're often told it could develop into a liability. Can I not read that one? It has a thing on it, but guess not. I mean, none of these seem particularly important. Latest invoice arrived for £4 of candles. Management is displeased. They're going to have a budget meeting. My guess is they have a lot of problems with power. Most haunted places do. Waiting room chimney needs to be unblocked. No fires can be lit. That was where we just were. Where Pete was. I've had a distressing report of a peeping Tom in the ladies' restroom cubicles. The woman who reported it said she finished up and went to scold the person, only to find that the room was empty. Strange happenings at the station hotel. Okay. Well, that wasn't really that illuminating. Oh, oops, I said no. Yes. I keep forgetting that the default setting is no. More posters, pictures. How do I use something? Maybe I can't. Maybe that's what it's telling me. Oh, there we go. Well, that wasn't useful. Oh, wait.
Hello? Is someone there? Oh, you are there. My name is Nigel. Nigel Danvers. Me and my colleague Polly, we were working in the hotel. You'll find out more about that later. But listen to me for now, because I haven't got much time. It probably knows I'm talking to you, so I'll have to be quick. You have to get into our room. We're doing some work in the hotel. You'll find out what later. For now, all you need to know is you need to find the key. You should find it. I have great faith in you. The key, I left it in a teapot. Yes, in a teapot.
Okay. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for a silver teapot. Key to what? The room? I don't know. They're just gonna replay the same conversation.
Hello? Is someone there? Oh, you are there.
Okay. We don't need to listen to the whole thing again. I thought maybe there might be, you know, something new. Apparently not. Anything? It's important to rotate in these games. Nothing of interest there, I don't think. Can't get through that way. Oh wait. Should go upstairs? Oh wait, is that... Oh. Is that the theodolite, you think? I still don't know what a theodolite is, but... Okay. Let's check it out. Hey. Turn it on. You said what? 271 times 632, eh? Okay, there. Oh, no, that's 632. 666, the devil! Bah! I can't seem to make it go. I'm assuming we'll see something when we hit the right thing. No, too far. What? Well, that looks like a symbol. Think it's another one that we need for later. Hang on, let me draw it. Big like, triangle. I am such a literally terrible artist. And that's probably... Okay, reset. That's really annoying. That's probably what that cars word is referring to, right? Might be another symbol we need. I only remember a couple things about this game. It has been a long time since I played it. Okay. Well, why don't we go back? Let's go back over here. Let's just go upstairs. Saving so often, just in case something happens. I mean, the biggest problem I find you run into with any PC game.
That weird machine. You could look in his stuff for a clue. In the waiting room.
Oh, I did that already, Timothy, but thank you. Is this the note that you said you'd leave me? If you get stuck, maybe I can help or ask one of the others. I'll need to see what's in your mind. Go to the place where you're stuck, concentrate. If you can think hard enough, then I might be able to see it. Then if you come straight back here, I might be able to help you. But if you don't come straight back, I'll lose contact. Maybe you can sort this all out yourself. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there's the hotel over the train tracks like they talked about in the letters and stuff. Looks kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, it'd be super fucking noisy. Be hanging out in a hotel that a train goes under all the time. Okay, so this just took us back to where we just were. So, yeah, let's go back over there. Try to keep our exploring consistent. Doesn't look like we can open that door. Maybe we can open this one. Buffett. Looks like there's some stuff in there. Make sure that we don't see anything else. Okay. There we go. Candle. What's that sound? Lucifer matches. Uh-oh. It's gotta be something in here, right? Oh, here we go. Unit is active. Press green button for standby. What does that do? That's all it says. Okay. I don't see anything weird. Was there anything else over here? Besides creaky ass floors? No? Okay. Hello? It's saying something, but I can't hear it. Okay. Oh, the sound stopped. Okay. Well. Let's look around in here, since we're in here. Why is there no 30th on this calendar? April has 30 days, right? 31? God, I'm terrible with dates. We find out easy enough. 30. April has 30 days. Yeah, where's the 30th? Oh, but that could explain some things. If that's the last day on the calendar, is this the day that all those people disappeared? Because that would make sense, ghost-wise, wouldn't it? So the 29th was music night, huh? Maybe we can find more info. Anything good here? Order from the butcher. Guess that's all that's in there. Anything? Hello? Okay. Nope. Here we go. Whoops. What you need to know about floods. they're wet. Okay. So like a flood preparation. Oh. Brochure. Okay, Mrs. Penfold must be Edith, the woman that note mentioned, who is the person in charge of the hotel. Note says that our research has shown that the hotel and station are safe from floods and storms, but the barn at the base of the bank is not protected. Apparently guests use it as a garage. Well, we should probably go check that out, because trekking through the woods at night, you know, when there's ghosts everywhere, sounds like a fabulous plan. You may want to have your guests park their cars outside the hotel instead. Talks about a particular vehicle and how it might be connected to a report from London, and to have somebody bring the details to the butcher tomorrow morning.
Bloody cheek. Who does he think he is? After hours indeed.
Okay. So this letter's from the constable. Looks like the constable was invited to music night. Who says to not tell anybody who he is, but he wants to kind of remain incognito. Okay. He says, if you help me, I might not say anything about the reports of after-hours drinking in the bar. Timothy's been missing for days, and nobody knows where he is. Okay. Anything else? Fortis. That means like strength, I think, in Latin. My Latin's rather rusty. Keep this code in a safe place. Well, if it's a code, we should probably write it down. It's probably useful for something. So... Okay. Maybe it's the code to, what, like a safe or something, you think? Looks sort of weird for a safe code, but I don't know what else Fortis would refer to. I mean, it says, I don't know. I mean, it would make sense that a hotel would have a safe, right? Code to something. Stash it for later. See, and that's again, this kind of thing the game does not write down, doesn't save for you or anything like that. It's a creepy ass picture. Oh. Must be what, some kind of switchboard or something like that. Okay. Oh, hey, is that a safe? Oh, look at that. Okay, so let's assume it's just a placement code, right? So 1, 2, 4, 5. Bingo! Excellent. Alright, what do we got? Got a key to the bar. Looks like there's some money. Other than that, not much. Okay. Oh, and let's see if there's anything interesting in the messages. Breakfast orders. Note that says they think someone's breaking into the hotel. Nothing's been stolen, but they've heard people on the stairs at night. Says that everybody was in the bar, so they don't know who it could have been, and that it can't be ghosts. Guess what, suckers? An invitation to Miss Grable for dinner. Sounds like kind of a weird message. I take great pleasure in assuring you that our business is far from over. Events have taken a new twist. I'll be in the restaurant at 7 p.m. Don't be late. It will cost you. Sounds blackmail-y. We'll see. That's another breakfast order. Apparently for someone they don't like, because she says she wants 2 slices of toast with jam, and the writer says the strawberry is looking off, so give her that. Alright. Works. George, this message must be from our infamous George Crabtree. I will not be joining you in the bar. There's something I have to deal with. I hope to join Verney for drinks before midnight. I may have a lot to confess. I hope to have the chance to explain. Do not look for me, for you will not find me. That sounds a little suspicious. And just another breakfast note. Okay, what's going on over here? Station Hotel, taxi service, order more gin. Excellent choice. Excellent. Room 3E? C? Sad face. Somebody was playing Hangman. Carton? Okay. Is that a letter that I can read? Okay. What's this for?
Paper costs money, Betty, so don't waste it. Stop doodling and drawing on it.
Is this some kind of code? Better write it down. Just in case. So we've got like see, my artistic ability runs mostly to say like stick people. So, you know. Okay. It's 5. Is that 7? Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And how are they connected? My drawing is a little off scale, but now I can't tell. I don't think the 3 is connected to anything else. Is it? So 2 is connected to 6, the 6 is connected to 4, 4 isn't connected to anything. 5 is connected to 7, 7 is connected to 2, 2 to 1, and 1 to 3. Which I sort of didn't draw correctly to be able to represent that. Either way, we can always come back and look at it if we need to. And question mark, the hell is that shit? Okay. There's a letter there. Can I read it? Here we go. Okay. Betty, where are you? I've looked everywhere for you. You're supposed to come clean the bar. Music night was a big success. Been counting the money. You can clean in the morning. It's very quiet. Sounds like everyone has gone to bed or left completely, which would be odd. Yeah, I bet it would be. Breakfast details are in the pigeonholes. No one will be up early. Not after tonight. See you later. Love, Mom. George didn't come down, did he? Didn't see him all night. So yeah, they must have disappeared on music night because all the notes are still in the pigeonholes about breakfast. Okay. Okay. Which way do we go first? Some creepy pictures. Where's this go? Kitchen. Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't expect the water to work, would you? Considering. The bar is moving. Electromagnetic source within 2 meters. Okay. "100 ways to cook tripe." Gross. Edith, drawn by Arthur. Anything else in there, or was that it? Okay. I don't know, I'm not. Ooh. Monday the 24th, table 1 complaint. A pretentious cow from London moaned that there were no vegetarian dishes and that the hotel should offer a cosmopolitan diet. Didn't like where her table is, says there was a draft from the doors. So she moved her to table 3, but then she said the lamp was flickering. Then she was back on table 1. Not particularly useful. Oh, another piece. Now she doesn't like table 1 again. So she's moved somebody else from their usual position to another table. Maybe this was the woman they wanted to give the off jam to. Okay. I mean, I don't...
Look at my kitchen, it's
What?
filthy. Frank would be ashamed.
To be fair, the whole place is kind of gross, so it's not your fault. Some bugs. The original beefy cube. Nothing particularly exciting there. Here we go. Recipe. Another recipe. Nothing that we're gonna find particularly useful, I don't think. Oh, this must be the restaurant. Electromagnetic activity within 5 meters, so we were closer to it in the kitchen. 1, 2, 4, 5. Three. What are the symbols on these tables? Is that weird? Menu. Doesn't look... The dessert menu looks alright. Three. Tables are numbered. Huh. Big doors are locked. That must be one of Polly and Nigel's cameras. Yeah, there are different symbols on each one of these tables, and they all have numbers. So if the one down there is 3, and she felt a draft from table 1, that's gotta be table 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one behind me is 5. That's probably significant. I know, it sounds nuts, right? But trust me. So let's make a note of this. Circle. So this is the kind of thing these games ask you to do, is like, it's not usually obvious exactly what's a puzzle and what isn't, but you just kind of have to figure it out. Kind of looks like that. It's hard to draw this. Do my best though. Okay. Let's go. 2. Okay. 3 is this super weird symbol. I cannot draw. Oh well, as long as I can tell what it is. That's really all that's important, eh? Okay. Like a little thing over there. I haven't seen any ghosts yet. Have you guys seen any ghosts yet? Didn't think so. I mean, I understand if you've never played one of these before, you're probably thinking this really does not seem like the height of excitement. I like these games because of the puzzles and stuff that they ask you to figure out. Like, it's definitely more cerebral. It's more about like the fun of figuring it out rather than like, oh wow, something really crazy happened or something like that. I find it enjoyable. Okay, this one's all dark in the middle. Let's go 4. I hope I'm right about the numbering. That's probably important, but that seems to be the only solution that makes sense. Maybe a code to when they're safe or something. I mean, this George Crabtree guy sounds a little weird. So, you know, why not work a code into your restaurant tabletops?
As time goes by.
Okay. Well, we can't get in there because we were just in there. Sounds like someone's walking or dragging something. Oh, hey, that's a door. That's got to be a door to a basement. You know where you don't want to go in horror movies and games? The basement. Fine. I'm not afraid. Thanks for the creepy music, game. Appreciate it. Something is beeping. Minimal electrical activity. Positive. Does that mean good ghosts? I don't see any ghosts. Oh wait. Is it this thingy? Some kind of... I mean, it's a camera. Is it like some kind of noise thingamabobber? Picking stuff up? I don't know. Whoop! It's like a ball of light ghost? I don't know. Did the thing stop beeping after that? No. So the beeping must have been coming from that thing over there. Okay. What about this door? Oh. That door appears to be locked. Alright. I don't know why I can look at that. I can't do anything with it. Anything over here? Anything? Oh, hey, look! Ah, there it is again. Ah. These are the symbols on the table. Shall we try? That was 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, What's that one for? Something happened. We opened the door. Awesome. See, if you don't write stuff down in these games, you end up just doing a lot of backtracking. I mean, sometimes you end up writing stuff down that's not actually that important. It's a thingamabobber. Looks like a lever or a plunger of some sort. Some kind of piece to something. Alright, well, if we can take it with us, it's obviously important, so we will keep that for later. This looks like some kind of dark room, maybe? Okay. Anybody got any photos they want to develop? Haha, photos you want to develop. Does anybody? I mean, okay, photographers probably develop photos. They probably don't use too many digital cameras, but photographic supplies. But, I mean, the average person does not develop photos anymore. Okay, here we go. Crabtree Dark Room, so that must be where we are right now. Nigel wrote this report on April 10th at 11 p. Is that 11 p.m.? I'm not good with military time. New chemicals purchased are working fine. Negatives are printing some truly unexpected results. George was quite a talented photographer of paranormal phenomenon. Some of the images are really well caught, especially when you consider the primitive equipment he had to work with. I've been able to print up most of the negatives I found, but they're all cut into individual slides. There's no way of knowing if we are getting the true picture. These could easily be fake or double printed images to fool the viewer into thinking the building is truly haunted. He says he's going to continue working until he has proof either way. Negatives are on 35mm film, which was new in the UK in 1947, implying that George Crabtree had money or was nuts. Is that second page important at all? I guess not. Stopping fluid, fixing fluid, developing fluid. Okay. Okay. Dark shapes, mostly. That one doesn't look like it has anything in it. Okay. Creeper ghost in the bed. That one's different than the others. Could that be like that wisp thing we saw? Okay. Nothing super impressive or frightening. Okay. Well, I think that's all for down here. Any old invoices, dishes, nothing interesting. Okay. Okay. There, now we can get into the bar. More pictures. Alrighty. No beer left. Sorry, guys. Bummer. Anything? Oh, wait. So we know that they finished the music night because they were talking about how it was a success. But what happened after that? Some Shakespearean-y dudes on these stained glass windows. Very nice. Piano. Huh. It's a little odd. I guess the black keys don't work. This could be a puzzle. But at this point I have no idea how to solve it. Okay. We may have to come back to the piano later. Make a note. Piano? Question mark. Songs, pictures, nothing particularly illuminating at this point in time. May have to come back here later. That may be maybe a later kind of thing. More bathrooms. Oh, that picture doesn't look creepy at all. Whoa. Ooh. Spooksters. Yep. What is that sound in the bathroom? That does not sound like a sound you want to hear in a bathroom. Just saying. And why do they have such creepy fudging artwork? But Nigel, Polly, why do you have a camera in the bathroom? Leave the ghosts alone when they have to go to the bathroom. Don't be pervy. Alright, well. Oh. Can't go this way, apparently. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, I forgot. There are more stairs. So let's go upstairs. Creak. Someone is playing the violin very badly. Okay. Let's not go up yet. Okay. Guess let's check. Oh. What? Is there a ghost in the closet? Doesn't look like there's anything in this room. Okay. About this room. Unlike my brother, I am not going to be dumb and open the door. The last thing you want to do when you hear something outside your door in a fucking horror game is open the damn door. Oh. Leave me alone, spelled backwards. Not super original. This symbol, I keep seeing it. I don't know what it is. Nobody's here. I'm not here. Like I said, I don't think you can die in this game, but I'm not taking any chances. Fine. Well, look! There's nobody. Except the bad violin player. Okay. Still not seeing any, like, source. Of this activity. Cards, beer. Here we go. Betty, what's going on? You told me no one would know I was in this room. Someone tried the door a while back, but I didn't open it. Nobody's here. Go away. About half an hour ago, someone knocked and whispered my name, but it wasn't you. I'd know your voice anywhere. If your mom finds out I'm here, she'll blow her top. She'll tell my dad, and then we'll be done for. I'll wait for a bit and leave this note in the storeroom. Hopefully you'll find it. Thomas. And he wants more beer. So Betty was hiding a boy in her room. How scandalous, Betty. Somebody knocked over the lamp. Why is the bed like on its side? Like, that's a little weird. Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. What was that sound? We're closer to the source. Is it you? Apparently I can do something to this painting? Is it that? Can I, like, take it off the wall? I mean, I don't know what I would have that I could use on this yet. Huh. Okay. Well, let's make a note. Painting room E. Are there floors in this place? Like 1E2. It looked like there was a room number written down on that one placemat. Like it said 3C or something. I have no idea what floor we're on. I guess it's the first floor with rooms, so would it be 1? I don't know. I'll just write room E for now and we'll come back later. I mean, if it's just taking it off the wall, I don't see why I wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, but I can't seem to do anything, so... Okay. Come back for that later. Our camera. $15-ish. That's useful. Why? Okay. Henry V. Classic. To the trains. Well, let's go in here first. Storeroom. Some sort. Okay. Photographic stuff. Is there anything of use in here? Oh, quit trying to freak me out with your stupid noises. You can't freak me out. I'm not scared of you. That looks like the hallway. Who drew a picture of a shovel? Something gonna appear. I can't be seen in a mirror. I'm a vampire. No wonder I am not afraid of the ghosts. Fuck you, ghosts. I'll suck your ghost blood. Yeah. Still no water. Not too surprising. Bathtub. Ghost bathtub. Sorry. Painting of Station by Arthur Johnston. Available for purchase. They're kind of blurry paintings. Like, what is that? Is that like a hobo teddy bear sitting on a busted box? It looks like a hobo teddy bear sitting on a busted box. But I don't know why anyone would draw a hobo teddy bear. Now where does this go? Oh, okay. I'm back outside. Alright, well let's go back in. I guess I probably have to go down and then turn around. We want to finish exploring the hotel first before we do anything else. So that means probably up, right? One of my favorite things about these games, and I think one of the best things about any horror game, is atmosphere. Like for me, the biggest thing you can do well in a horror game is create an atmosphere that's tense or that actually makes you afraid. Because I found in most good horror games, not much really happens, like actively, like something jumping out at you or something. I mean, it happens every once in a while in most games. Not so much point and clicks, but like I'm thinking Silent Hill, Fatal Frame, you know. Thanks, bad violin player. Stuff like that. You know, but you walk around and you're all tense because you think something might happen. And that's like one of the scariest things about games, I think, is it's getting dark. We're not moving. Which may or may not be smart. Don't eat me! We're okay! Quick, check behind you. Is anything behind me? Whew. Exploring! Why is there just a pair of scissors lodged in the wall? That's vaguely serial killer creepy. Anyway, as I was saying, atmosphere. Some kind of receipt. Dining rooms designed by Arthur. Bible. Yeah, that's not gonna help us. Unless this turns into like The Exorcist. Well, this room doesn't look too bad. Looks like some kind of starlet or something. Dearest Eleanor, spelled 2 different ways on the same piece of paper. The critics were intolerable, the audience was worse, they laughed me off the stage. One newspaper article even dares to say people only turned up for a laugh. Someone must have it in for me, my performance was effortless and brilliant. You may have read that I fled London. It's not true at all. I've just left for now. Who better to visit than my dear friend Barbara, scratched out, Eleanor, and spend some quality time in St. Ives.
You're very nosy, aren't you? Poking around in other people's things.
Yeah, guess so. You're fucking dead. I don't see why it matters, bitch. Was planning to come straight to you. Something here has caught my imagination. I may be arriving in St. Ives a rich woman. I have not met a rich Dorset man. The newspaper clippings have proved more valuable than I could ever have imagined. I will tell you more on the beach. This hotel is evil. You can feel it in the air, a dank, dark evil. That fool Crabtree, the queer fellow I mentioned, thrust a piece of thick, smelly paper in my hand earlier. I was in the dining room at the time. He said, hide it in your room. Your life may depend upon it. Stupid man. I told him to leave drama to the experts. I've hidden it nonetheless here in this room. I've discovered that there is, one moment, there's someone at the door. Why would you write that in your letter? Like, it's not like you're talking on the phone or texting somebody. I mean, obviously it's for us. So, basically, people should not be opening their doors in this place. She said she hid the paper here, but where is it? I guess it could be in another part of the room. Anything? Ooh, we can look at the clock.
What a strange clock. It's got buttons on it.
Oh, it does. Boop, 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 boop. Did you hear that? That one sounded different than the others. Okay. Boop. Okay. I don't know. What's that? Looks like a 2. Okay. Guess we'll leave it there. So you can't really take much with you in these games. It just doesn't work that way. Oh, maybe these are the newspaper clippings she was talking about. New comedy drawing the art-loving crowd this week. It's not supposed to be humorous. Matilda Fly's turn as the wife has some members of the audience rolling around in fits of laughter. It's not known if that was her intention. Empire play hits a new low.
The scoundrels.
The Two-Faced Bride of Bodmin Moor. Sounds pretty gothic novel. I felt rather sorry for the lead actress Matilda Fly as the curtain fell last night after the opening of the play. Then I joined the audience in a chorus of boos and hisses. Her agent should be shot. Someone should shoot her, putting her out of her miserable acting career once and for all. She will never work in the West End again. The play itself, a childlike tale of adultery and revenge. You know you're making fun, dude, but you can't spell adultery. Suffered less in criticism thanks only to Miss Fly's scene-stealing awfulness. Writer confirms that the show must end. Play's writer and the management of the Empire Theatre have stopped performances of The Two-Faced Bride of Bodmin Moor. The lead actress disappeared during last Friday's show. Fellow lead performer states that some are born to act, others born to bore, and Fly is one of the latter creatures. No one knows where she is. Train porter claims to have seen her on Friday night, but they couldn't find any evidence to support this story. Rumor is that the theater wants to sue her for loss of revenue. The play was proving very popular with comedy fans, but it was written as a tragedy. The writer says he was willing to accept other interpretations of his work. Now what's this on the left? Because she said that the newspaper clippings proved more useful than she could have imagined, and that constable guy, we know from his letter downstairs, had some suspicions about somebody and their car. The female bank robber, known only as Sly Fox, has struck again in the city, stealing £500. This is 12 robberies total. Thought to have escaped through the back streets towards the river where an accomplice was waiting in a car. £150 reward. I mean, £500 in the 1940s. I mean, I'm not an expert on currency exchange, but that's not a bad sum back then. Maybe Sly Fox was in the hotel. Matilda Fly left after the disaster of her latest play. The audience began to laugh during her death scene. And yeah, gotta be her. I mean, this must be the envelope that the articles and stuff came in.
One of my best.
Doesn't sound like it was very good, honey. Maybe you should be happy. Sometimes actors and artists who die are more famous afterwards. I doubt that was the case with you. Okay. Well, I don't see anything else here. Keeps talking about this electromagnetic source. It could be in the next room, though. I don't see anything in here that would cause it. Yes. Okay. There's that wispy thing again. Is the wispy thing good or bad? I mean, should we be... There's that symbol again. Oh. I recognize that. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Haha! That's another symbol from that paper that Matilda talked about. Okay. Mark that down. Lusa. Okay. Lusa. The symbols have been scattered. This in itself could save us. If the means of entrapment are hidden, it is less likely to be able to stop me so easily. They all think I'm mad. Perhaps I am, though I will not rest until this act has been fulfilled. The words are strange to the tongue, and I will have to practice the reading. Arthur hid the other words well beyond the visible, exposed by flame. But this one will remain here, hidden within this box. So should we be finding these? If he hid them all? Maybe not such a great idea? Either way, we're in it now. So, okay. Room D is locked. That's odd. Okay. Did you see that? Something. Why is it so dark in that one spot? Okay. Bzz. Okay, coming. That's some kind of code. Andrew, okay. I mean, it's probably some kind of word replacement code. Ugh. I hate those. Andrew, I think we're gonna have to come back to this because I don't know. I don't have any basis for figuring out what it is. And that's gotta be some kind of number code or something. This is another room E. I guess I'll just call the first. I guess I'll call the first one 1E, and I'll call this one 2E. Box. Room 2E. Okay. Because I don't see anything. Won't let me click on those. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. I mean, okay. My memory is obviously getting worse. I'm turning into that silly old man that Mother said I would. But I clicked them in that order and nothing happened. Constellations. I don't really see anything useful here. Oh. Capricorn. Astrology. Nordic names for constellations. Okay. Don't really think I can do much with this room yet. I'm gonna have to find some more info. Windows open. What is that on the floor? Haddon Zcam 03, 13 images to upload, power okay. Okay. Where's that? We haven't seen that yet. None of these are particularly illuminating. Obviously some rooms we haven't been in. That looks ghostly-ish. Is that a ghost or like a mummy? Oh my god, am I a mummy? Is that me? That could be another one of the symbols we're looking for. You... Okay. Oh, that's it. Another storage room type deal. Out of order, farthing stuck. True, Jane. Does anything important come out of this machine? Like, do I need 3 crowns or something? Okay. I don't know if I need to do this or not. I don't seem to be getting 3 crowns, that's for sure. Oh, there I just did. I don't think it really does anything super important, so we'll leave it be. Oh. Well, telescope. Looking at stuff. I mean, I don't know, is there anything I need to look at? there any easier way to flip and control this thing? Probably not. Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at there. That sound is really annoying, game. Let's make a note about telescope on the second floor, back hallway. Could be something we have to do with that. Never trust that anything in a point-and-click game is random, because it's probably not. They try to make it seem like it's random, like just to fuck with you. Usually not random. Oh, hello. People in this place are not good at burning their letters. They should learn. With the delivery of this package, our business arrangement is at a definite end. It's all there. There's no need to count it. I request that you leave this place immediately. I wish to stay on till the newspapers die down. I do not wish to deal with you further. I hope you have not been wagging your dramatic tongue. I was approached by the very strange owner of the hotel. He wanted me to keep something for him, a filthy piece of paper, or perhaps it is skin. Yeah, if it's thick, smelly paper, it's probably vellum, which means it's old.